Morning, everybody. It's Dale from Dale's. Welcome back. This morning I'm in my kitchen and I am fixing to tear apart this little dress. So this is a vintage child's dress. I would say maybe for size, I don't know, 6 months maybe. And I'm making it smaller to fit this doll that I've been working on. So the doll is a vintage doll from the 60s that somebody has asked me to kind of clean up and restore and redress. And I decided I would put one of these type of dresses on her. These dolls didn't have a dress, I don't think, when they came. I'll explain that further on in the video. But yeah, this dress is too big for her, so I'm going to cut it down and redo it. And I also have to do the slip because these dresses didn't have, you could see through them. So I'm going to be redoing the slip as well. And the bonnet fits, so I don't have to do much with that. I just have to press it and starch it up a bit. So that's what I'm doing today. I have my stitch ripper handy and I'm taking a break from knitting and sewing other things, and I'm going to start ripping this little tiny dress all apart. I hope it goes well because I don't want to ruin it, but I don't think it'll be that difficult. I actually could just take and put some elastic in the front and gather it up, but the bodice is too big. So I think I'm going to leave the skirt as it is and just put elastic inside, but the bodice I have to really work on. So that's what I'm going to be doing here in my kitchen this morning on this beautiful, sunny, rather coolish day. More to come. See you in a bit. So like I mentioned in my introduction, I'm going to be putting together a little bit of an ensemble for this doll. This is the doll that I've been working on for somebody. It was her childhood doll, and she just wants it just to sort of be put back into a little baby doll type of thing. It came to me with a little sleeper, like a modern type sleeper. So what I'm doing is I'm just finding some things in my stash of doll clothes, and I'm just going to put together a little layette. She's got some more cleaning to happen. She's got some kind of a thing here on her leg that I still have to clean up, but she's getting there. Nice little doll. 1960s, early 60s, late 50s, I would say. So these dolls originally came with a plastic bathtub. They had a little bottle because, if you can see here, she's got a hole in her mouth. And you could fill the bottle with water and she would drink it, and then you would have to change her diaper. So she came with a bottle, a little t-shirt like this, and a diaper. And the diaper didn't have pins. It had little ties on each side, made out of flannelette, I think. And she had a little bar of soap, and I believe that's actually all that the doll came with. They didn't really have clothes. Maybe a nightie. I think, yes, there was a little nightie in there too. So what I'm trying to do for this doll is just to sort of find the things close to what she would have had in her original condition. So I do have two of these little t-shirts, and these are from these dolls. I have a pink one and a blue one, so I'm going to give her the pink one. That's going to be part of her layette, and this is an original to these dolls. And then I found a little bib, and if the doll might have had a bib. I really can't remember. I'm going to fix this little bib up a little bit, but this is a little doll bib that I found, so I'll give that. And I have a little nightie, and this is very much like the nightie would have been, with a little bit of smocking on the top and in flannelette. So she's going to have a little nightie. And then I've been trying to, I want to give her a little dress-up dress. So years ago, I bought several huge boxes of doll clothes from a lady who was a doll collector, actually who had a doll museum in Manitoba. And she had a lot of stuff that she wanted to unload, and I was more than happy to be the unloadee. So I bought these clothes, and in the clothes, well, this is what you can see here, and I'll walk you through this stuff, but what you can see here is just a fraction, and I mean a fraction of what kind of doll clothes. A lot of these are not actually doll clothes. Some are, but a lot of these are actually baby clothes. And a lot of them are baby clothes from the 40s and the 50s. They're vintage. So what I thought for this little one was to put a little vintage baby dress on her. She's a little bit smaller than the clothes that I have, but that doesn't really deter me. So what I'm going to do is, I found this one here. I'm just going to try and give you a, oh, it's hard to do this with one hand. Okay, so I found this little, I don't even, oh, okay, lay down, baby. Actually, that might be better if you lay down. Okay, I found this little dress here. If you can see, this is, I don't know, is this organza? I don't know what they call this, but this dress is obviously too big for this doll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it apart and remake it to fit this doll. It's a beautiful little dress. Isn't it lovely? Now these dresses were common when I was a child. They were just a very light, I don't know what, nylon, organza, I don't know what kind of material this is. But they were worn with a slip underneath. So I do have a slip to go underneath it, which also has to be reduced in size just a little bit. And look at it, even has a little bit of crinoline in it. And then of course this would have been worn with a bonnet, which I had here a minute ago. Where did the bonnet go? Oh my. Oh, here it is. And so this would be the bonnet that I was going to put with this dress. So she's going to have a little outfit, a dress-up outfit. She's going to have a nightgown. She's going to have a little t-shirt, a bib, and a diaper. And I think that is probably, and I might make her a little blanket as well. And after I get the doll cleaned up, and she's got some marks on her, I'll get all those off. I have to fix her eyes up there. There's a little work there. I haven't got a bottle. I wish I did, but I don't. Then I'm going to give her back to her owner, and she wants to keep her for her grandchildren someday, type of thing. So I'm just going to show you some of the beautiful dresses that were in these boxes, and I've kept them. I've been using them. Some of them, I think what I might do is try and sell them because they are beautiful. They are in gorgeous shape, and I really think that maybe somebody might use them. So here's one. I think this is like a christening gown. And all of these, I have slips for them. Look at this one. Isn't this gorgeous? Just absolutely. I'm going to shut these. There, that's better. Aren't they beautiful? I don't even know if people use these kind of things anymore, but maybe somebody might. Here's another one. This one's inside out. Let me turn it the other way. I think I might just try and sell these on my Etsy shop. Somebody should Somebody should use them. I have no idea the age. This one is a little older. It has an older feel to it, and this one has the slip is attached to it. With the lace on it. So gorgeous. And this one also has the slip attached to it. Here's the lace on this one. So I have several of these. And then I also have shorter ones. I'm sorry, this is not working out very well. So, like this little thing. I don't know what this is. It's very slippery. It has some embroidery on it, little ducks. It needs a pressing or a steaming, but it's darling. Just going to move these away. Here's another little shorty one. And another little shorty one. And another little shorty one. This one has some very fine little embroidery flowers, or I don't know if they're embroidered. Yeah, they are, right on this stuff itself. Like, that had to be hard to do. Here's a little yellow one. Aren't these precious? This one also has some little embroidery work on it, and also this tucking stuff, but look at all the little embroidery stitches on here. Like, you just don't see this kind of work anymore on this kind of a garment, even around the neck. Look. And another little one. This one is quite plain, and it's quite. And I have slips for all of these as well. This one is sort of like a knitting kind of thing, but it has a pretty little collar on it. They're gorgeous. So these do fit some bigger dolls, but here's a cute one. Look at the smocking on here. This one has a stain on it, a couple of stains. So I actually was keeping this one to maybe put into a quilt. You know, one of those quilts where you have like a crazy quilt type of idea. This is sort of a satin material, silky satin material. It's lovely. This one's quite worn though, but this would be nice to put into something. Oops. And then I'm just going to walk around here. I have all kinds of slips. These are all slips for these. These are all slips and petticoats. Look at this petticoat. This brings me back. I had a petticoat like this when I was a child. And on every one of these was a row of that netting stuff, so that when you put this under your dress, it popped your dress out. I had one just like this. So this is all petticoats here and slips that go with those dresses. And then over here, I have some, these are real doll dresses, and these are very old. And I think these might be for, I'm just going to take them over to the other place. I think these might be for China head dolls. So here's a dress. It's all in cotton. And then there's, I think this is the slip that goes with this dress. And there's a whole bunch of these kind of things here. They're very old cotton. Look at this. It's gorgeous. This is a fine, fine, fine cotton. This is a slip. So I have lots to work with when I'm trying to do stuff for a doll. Oh, and then bonnets. Let's check out the bonnets. Old bonnets. This is a bib. I think that would have gone with, this is a crocheted bib actually. That might have been with one of those cotton sets for the China head dolls. I think this might have gone with that. Here's a, what do they call these? A poke bonnet? This is a more modern one. And here's another bonnet. This too is more modern. This would go good with one of those christening gowns. This one, I love this one. Isn't it lovely? It's all from lace. I would think this would be fairly old. It has this beautiful back to it. I love it. And here's one that's quite special. Look at this one. It's got a crocheted back to it, and then it's all satin. I need to work on this one, and I'm not quite sure how. It has a little brim that's all crocheted, and that little flap here. And then it goes all the way around, another little flap with the ribbon attached. And then the top is just all satin with this beautiful crochet piece in the top. Isn't it gorgeous? There's only one ribbon to it. The other ribbon is gone. But it wouldn't be hard to redo this one. This is a beautiful bonnet. And then here's another sweet little knitted bonnet, I think. Feels knitted. It would help if I did it the right way. There we go. And another knitted bonnet. I have lots of bonnets. This would have maybe gone with one of those cotton sets. Just a very plain little cotton bonnet with long tassels or ribbons. Here's another, oops, here's another bonnet. Some of these I think actually might even be handmade. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful work? I should be starching them, or here's a very fine little poke bonnet. Look at how thin this is, this material. It's just like gauze. You can see my hand all the way through it. And a wool one. This is another very old bonnet. It too is just so thin. This is handmade, you can tell by the stitching. Very much handmade bonnet. So some of these are true antiques. Very vintage. Here's another one. I think this might be a handmade one too. Look at it. It's so thin. Very old. This one's actually has some tears in it. And one more. This one I think has lost its shape. I think it needs to be these things pulled in because it's quite large. Or maybe it's just for a larger child, I don't know. So lots of stuff to go through in order to do one tiny little job. But I'm going to take you downstairs, not on this video, but on another video, and show you my doll collection, because I'm a doll collector. And I'm in the process of cataloging my dolls, and I'm going to be starting to sell quite a few of them because, you know, when you get to be a little bit older like me, you think, what am I holding on to these dolls for? I know there are collectors out there who would love to have certain collections of mine, and it's time for me to pass them on. But I do enjoy still working on dolls, cleaning them up, fixing them up, dressing them up. It's something that I've always loved doing, and I still do. So I will still do that for people when they want. So I have a lot of beautiful vintage dresses, bonnets, slips, petticoats, and then I also have a lot of vintage sweaters and things like that, baby sweaters and lots of stuff. So, oh, I could add a baby sweater to that little ensemble for this doll. Yeah, thank you for giving me that great idea. I'm going to do that. So that's all I'm going to show you for this time, and I hope I know it was bad cameraing, I know that, but I'm just working with one hand here, so I do apologize for that. Oops, just about dropped the camera. So I'll see you later, and I'll show you the final little outfit when I get it done. But first I have to take that dress all apart. It's much too big for this sweetie. Talk to you later. Bye for now.